And I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, but y'all need to stop calling nurses or nursing students hoes.
That's a half a day to cover your tracks. That's a half a day to come up with lies that actually can't be verified.
The amount of people that's sleeping with each other here is ridiculous. Everybody here is sleeping with each other.
I knew he was a hoe. I knew he was a hoe from the minute he walked on the floor.
For the last couple of years, the internet has been buzzing about whether nurses cheat or not. And today, we're going to continue that debate. So get ready for some interesting opinions, and don't forget to put yours down in the comment section. Let's get into the video.
So I have a question for anyone and everyone who is also in healthcare. My name's Amanda and I'm a registered nurse. Those of you seeing my other videos know that most of my background is in the emergency room. But where are my chismosas? Like, in your unit, are all the nurses sleeping with the doctors? And all the doctors sleeping with the nurses? And all the techs sleeping with the doctors? And all the doctors sleeping with the techs? Like, is that a thing in every unit, or is it just the emergency room? Oh, and married or not married. And I do exclude myself from this. I have never and will never ever. Like, the chisme that goes on in the ER, the drama that goes on with these professionals saving lives, like, it just makes my work a little more interesting when I go into work. And I was like, are we gonna act like no one knows what happened this weekend? Are we gonna act like we don't know that he's married and she's married? Or, and also, like, in your units, are people going to the supply room and doing the nasties? Or is it just my unit? Like, is it the people I work with? Is it like common in all hospitals, or what? How about we exchange stories? Tell me.
Look, if you're if you're working in an environment where everybody is sleeping with everybody, I mean, would you rather be in the medical field? You know what I mean? Like, if everybody is sleeping with everybody in the building, I just think nurses and healthcare professionals would be more concerned about protecting themselves from STIs, right? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if I mean, I would rather be, if I had to choose, because I wouldn't choose either one of these, but if I had to choose, I would rather choose to be in an orgy with healthcare workers rather than people who work at the warehouse. I mean, which would you pick? Just let me know.
It's my husband's birthday today. He's a nurse and he works with a lot of girl nurses. And these are 2 birthday shout outs they gave him on Instagram. Let me know what you think. I don't know what to think.
What's happy birthday to the one who keeps my ass in check. First ER friend. Is that Freak Buddy? What is that? Oh, Break Buddy. I'm sorry. Break Buddy. I'm about to say Work Buddy, Locker Buddy, Papa Smurf. Love you. That's inappropriate. Everybody know what Papa Smurf mean. And work hubby. Those are two terms you can't use when it comes to talking about a married man at work. Oh, this small. It's our favorite Zaddy. It's B-Day today. Happy birthday. Now the man being in this picture kind of throws the Zaddy thing off, but it could still apply, in some cases. So yeah, these are not good.
This just doesn't sit well. The words, the comfortness level, like what happened to, hey, happy birthday?
Right.
What?
Am I just tripping?
Y'all out here saying nurses are cheaters, that we sleep with each other at work? Let me stop you right there. And most of these people talking about nurses are men, saying that nurses are cheaters. I've been a nurse for 16 years, and I've never witnessed some secret nurse sex ring like y'all swear is happening on these units. You're confusing real life with TikTok drama and Grey's Anatomy storylines. Most of us are too tired to flirt, let alone cheat. You want to know what the real issue is? A lot of men can't handle dating a woman that can take care of herself, hold her own, and doesn't need anyone to survive. So instead of celebrating her strength, they try to tear her down with stereotypes. Ain't trying to target men, but let's be real. Nurses aren't the problem. Your insecurities are. And if you're a nurse who's tired of this narrative too, drop a comment below. Let's shut this stereotype down together. We work hard. We love harder. We don't need your drama. We have enough charting.
Relationship insert here. I want to find a woman, and I think I might have, but I want to find a woman who needs me. And I want to find a woman who I need as well. Like, I mean, isn't that the goal? To find people we need? So if a woman is saying, you know, I don't need a man for nothing, why would I go over there with her? Why would I want to be with her? She don't need me. Why would I be over there? Food for thought.
It's so easy to cheat and be cheated on as a healthcare worker. You heard me. It is so easy to cheat and be cheated on as a healthcare worker. So you better make sure that you are with somebody that you can absolutely trust. And it doesn't matter whether you be the healthcare worker or the spouse or the partner of the healthcare worker. Most of us that are at the bedside doing bedside care, whether you be a nurse or a respiratory therapist like myself, most of us work a 12-hour shift. That 12 hours does not include your drive into work, and that 12 hours does not include your drive back home from work. So that is a half a day to participate in fuck shit. That's a half a day to cover your tracks. That's a half a day to come up with lies that actually can't be verified. And I'm going to tell you how those lies can't be verified. You cannot always go by the schedule that they tell you, because it's easy to lie about the days that you're working. And it cannot always be verified. There's always somebody that's going to want to switch their shift. And that is prevalent in nursing and respiratory. Nurses and respiratory therapists that are switching shifts. We work at a hospital. So it is very permissible for me to say I couldn't answer my phone because of a medical emergency. You can't verify if I'm telling you a lie about that, because there have actually been codes that I have been in where I could not answer my phone. I've been away in medical procedures like MRI where I could not answer my phone. How you gonna verify that?
Yeah, so if you have, you know, insecurities or you have a lack of trust, you can't date a nurse. You can't date someone in the healthcare profession because of things like that. Because you're always going to wonder, wait, did she really switch shifts with somebody, or is she out? Was she really in an emergency, or was she? So your mind is just going to keep turning and keep turning. And, you know, you probably can't mentally deal with, you know, somebody who works in the medical field. So, yeah.
In the same way that you can't verify what I'm doing, I can't verify what you're doing because I'm gone for half the day.
That too.
Most of the people that cheat in healthcare, they cheat with their coworkers, or they cheat with somebody that works at the hospital. You think about it this way: there are thousands of people that work at even the smallest hospital. So you have a wide variety to choose from if you want to participate in fornication or adultery. There's so many nooks and crannies that you can hide off with to fuck around with somebody, empty rooms that you can go off into and have a whole good time.
and your lover not know anything about it. So like I said, if you're gonna date somebody in healthcare, make sure it's somebody that you can trust. And if you're in healthcare dating somebody, make sure it's somebody that you can trust.
Hey,
She told her husband she's staying to work an extra shift at work, and we booked a hotel room for the night.
yeah, I'm gonna stay tonight. Is that okay? Yeah. Is it a problem? Is it a problem? Okay, yeah, I just, I'll give you a call in the middle of the night. Yeah. So I'm just gonna stay tonight. I'll be home about 7:30. Okay.
You gotta start checking check stubs now. Wait a minute. You worked 60 hours last week. At least that's what you told me. How come your check don't add up to 60 hours? You got... You not only gotta check phones, you gotta check stubs now. Or bank deposits. Oh, man.
All right, I love you. Okay, bye.
So you went for it?
Yes. Not happy, but yeah.
You booked a hotel room already?
Hotel room's booked. Keys in my car.
Alright, but
Okay, I feel like I need to address this once and for all because I'm sick of the negative narrative, okay? It's all over the internet, and recently I feel like a lot of people have brought it to my attention and questioned me about it. For some reason, people believe that nurses have work bays. Now let me tell you, for one, I don't mix business with pleasure, baby. Ain't nobody about to mess up my coin. For two, the people I work with, absolutely not. And three, you think I'm gonna deal with somebody I have to go and see on a regular? Baby, it must be crap. The hell? Now don't get me wrong. If I wanted one, I could. Come on, baby, it's me. You know I could. But I don't want that shit.
If anybody tell you ever, well, if I wanted to, I would have. It's because they have. Like, there's no other reason to say that sentence. There's no other reason to say that sentence. That proves nothing. That proves nothing.
I can't speak for all nurses either. But me, baby, no. You must be crazy.
Or maybe it's just me in that line and having flashbacks. Maybe it's just me. Maybe maybe when they say that line, if I could, I would have if I wanted to. Maybe that's just traumatized. Let's go.
Y'all know them tea pages. I don't know if you have them in every city, but in our city, we have one that's like red flags if you're dating this guy, pics in the comments, How about this little hoe dude that we work with? We all knew he was a hoe. He is all over that page, and there are so many girls writing on there. People have put his wife on blast, which, oh, I feel bad for her. That sucks so bad. But people have found his wife, told his wife that, like, this other girl that was dating him had an abortion. He done been in Daytona, Orlando, here, there, and everywhere, and everybody is outing him. There are so many comments, and I'm like, I knew he was a hoe. I knew he was a hoe from the minute he walked on the floor. And he had all the girls scrambling. They was all talking about him because he's big, he's jacked, he's built. He is not a bad looking man, but you could just tell he is a hoe. But the whole abortion thing and the wife, oh my God. The tea. I wanted to go from floor to floor and be like, did y'all see this? But let me stop because I'm not messy. But I'm just going to put it on TikTok because I was just like, I knew it. I knew it.
So you really want to know why nurses cheat? Okay, I'll tell you. Just like everybody else, nurses cheat, but so do other people.
Yeah.
But why are nurses one of the ones who cheat the most? Well, just look at their job. It's high pressure. It's stressful. They have an area where they are pulling out energy that is living at a constant state of here, while everybody else is about down here. So they like action. They like to think. They like critical thinking, and they like moving around strategies and obstacles. It gives them an area of accomplishment. So when adrenaline codes, hard cases, anything spikes them up to here, it releases their endorphins. It releases that area of energy that kind of sits right with them. So it could be seeking out an affair on their days off. It could be starting new projects or constantly working out. I know ICU nurses who ride motorcycles, bungee jump, and do a lot of adrenal-seeking activities. ER and ICU tend to live at an area that constantly has energy up to here. And travel nurses are just hoes. I'm just joking. But seriously, when you're living at a place of about here to here and everybody else is here, when you get home and start dealing with the everybody else, they start to feel a little boring. They don't understand your mindset. They don't understand the adrenaline. Days off get boring. Time with the family gets boring. Time with your partner gets a little bit boring and predictable. So the nurse, male or female, continues to find areas to go back up here. Whatever those areas are is their coping skill, how they choose to get there.
That just seems like a whole bunch of excuses to me. I mean, if you're a person who works in this environment, which is fast paced, which is go, 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 no time to do nothing else but work. I would think when you get off, you're not looking for an adrenaline rush anymore. You're looking to sit down somewhere and relax, right? But maybe that's just me. It just felt like everything she said right there was just a bunch of excuses. I don't know.
All right, I just want to know when things change, like for real. Because y'all remember, warehouse workers used to be the sluts. Y'all remember that? Like, oh, a girl working at a warehouse, she's a slut, she's a hoe, she's sleeping around. Now, all of a sudden, you be like, I'm a nurse. Everyone's like throwing garlic salt on you, calling you a slut and a whore. And you're just like, I'm just trying to save lives. Like, I don't know why I gotta be all these bad things. Like, realistically, I don't know when it fucking changed. But being a nurse, baby, they hate the fuck out of you.
First of all, that warehouse thing, from what I've been seeing, is still a thing. Okay, that hasn't changed. They just added nurses to the category, but the warehouse thing is still a thing, along with what is it, military. I think those three on the top of the list. And I know, put it this way, I've never myself been a member of the military, but I used to be married to one, and she ain't shit. Let's go.
Bro, as a male nurse, bro, working in the healthcare field, bro, I promise you, the shit that you see is crazy. The amount of people that's sleeping with each other here is ridiculous. Everybody here is sleeping with each other. Everybody, right? And you know what the worst part is? Half these people are married. So the married men and female on go. Everybody. Married people sleeping with the married people sleeping with the patients, married people sleeping with the single people.
Haitians.
Everybody's doing some shit, bro. And it's weird to me. But the worst part is the married people actually has a whole community about it. This is the thing. They know about each other. They talk about it. And they still want to go. And I'm like, bro, I actually just heard this girl support her, like, friend. Like, oh, there's nothing wrong with sleeping with that girl, her husband, because, you know what I'm saying, as long as he take care of you and your responsibility, that ain't your problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. Now, how would you...
Side note, this goes for everybody, I think, men and women, but if your partner is okay with one of their friends cheating on their husband, that means your partner would cheat on you? I'm just telling you.
I feel if that was you. And I'm like, bro, females are savages. And I'm like, damn, they really don't give a shit. Now, as niggas, you know what I'm saying, y'all cheat, y'all dirty, that's nasty. These girls already knew that. But it's weird to see like girls actually partaking in, and it's like, if you look, like girls really do support some stuff and they just don't talk about it. They just keep everything on the hush hush.
Reason why women nurses cheat the most, because she have opportunity to a lot of men. They have a lot of men going in that ER. She working with EMT. She's working with firefighter, police officer. Listening, a lot of mean girls go into that field. If she really want to be there, she would work bedside, but she doesn't work bedside. If a nurse is working by her computer or she doesn't do bedside, you know why she doesn't do bedside? Because she's a mean girl. She's only there to look pretty, or she's there to find a man, or she's there for soft life. She want a soft life. She want a life where she could live in luxury. And a man that's a GM, that's running the whole department, the whole hospital, he could provide that. Or she could meet a captain after with the sheriff department or with the police force. A lot of them women cheat the most. Nurses cheat the most. A lot of mean girls. That's why if the girl started out with you and you're broke, man, if you're broke and she start cheating on you, it's because you don't have enough.
This is crazy. Look. There's a difference between cheating and finding something better. Okay? If the goal is to, hey, I got a man at home who is treating me bad, who don't have no job and lazy and all that, but I see this man at work who is doing things, who got something going for himself. Okay, if you want to be with the man that's at your job, break up with homeboy first. Then go after him. I'll be okay with that. I respect that. But to just cheat, you ain't shit. And that goes for men and women. You know, reverse everything I just said and apply it to a man. Same thing. All right, let's go.
And I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, but y'all need to stop calling nurses or nursing students hoes. I don't know where the saying came from, like, oh, if she's a nurse, she must be a hoe, or she must not be a good person to date, or like we're just bad people, but it needs to stop. And I feel like the reason why y'all say that is because nursing is a very prominently woman-led field. In order to even become a nurse, you have to be, one, extremely smart, because let me tell you, those nursing programs are extremely hard and are no joke. And then being a nurse is one of the most financially stable professions because we make money. A new grad nurse in New York City starts making 6 figures right out of college. So that's not even including the differentials you get for nighttime shift, the differentials you get for more experience as a nurse that you make in the future. So for me, it's so crazy because like as a nurse, you go into this field genuinely wanting to be there for people at a lowest time in their life. And then we get so much hate on because people are like, oh, if you're a nurse, you're a hoe. Or if you're a nurse, you were a bully or you were a bad person. And that's not true. Don't get me wrong. There are some people that are not good people in the world. But generalizing that to all nurses is so crazy to me because you actually have to be a very good person to be a nurse. Let me tell you, those 12-hour shifts, those 8-hour shifts, they are no joke. They are extremely stressful, mentally and physically tolling. Not to mention how much hate, how much abuse, how much stress nurses have to go through on their shift. So I feel like people who be saying, oh, nurses are hoe, it's just a whole bunch of hate because y'all don't like to see women doing good in a field where we not only are very smart, but make hella money too.
I don't think it has anything to do with the amount of money you make. That why, you know, like people call fast food workers hoes. You know, it has nothing to do with money. It's just how they feel about, you know, based on what they've heard, what they've experienced. You know, it's just how they feel. It's just their opinion. You know, if their opinion doesn't apply to you, you shouldn't get upset. Brush it off your shoulders. You know, it shouldn't matter to you. It shouldn't.
Did y'all see the story where the lady was talking about she a nurse, right? She didn't tell where she from. She didn't post what hospital she work at. She was just warning people who have spouses that are either doctors or nurses or that work in the healthcare that, you know, typically when people work overnight, especially when they always want to work overnight shifts, you know, to look out because a lot of cheating be going on with the doctors and the nurses. Mind you, she didn't tell where she lived, the area she lived in, the hospital she worked at, and then she didn't even speak like from her own, like, oh, I saw this and I saw that. She just was warning people that have significant others that work in hospitals overnight. Why a couple of people from her job must have reported her. She didn't name no names. Again, she didn't let out nothing, right? So a hit dog will holler. So now she said HR had called her in for a meeting a day or two after she posted the video, and now they didn't let her go. It's so crazy because, like she said, like you're making yourself guilty. Like she wasn't talking about nobody specifically. She was just making a general statement, and they let that woman go from her fucking job. That is crazy. All because she just was trying to shed light on infidelity in the workforce with healthcare. Crazy work.
Yeah, and if she was the only one in there not falling in line to what everybody else was doing, yeah, they was gonna look for a reason to get her out of there because, you know, she's a snitch basically. It's just like, you know, people doing drugs or whatever. If you're not doing it with them, but you're in the room, they might think you are the police, okay? So, gotta get you out of there. All right, it's the same concept.
The reason infidelity is so high when it comes to nurses is because of the mean girl to nurse pipeline. Lock in. See, when a lot of nurses was in school, they was the mean girls. They was the ones who, they barely kind of paid attention to their classwork, but they was really paying attention to the gossip, what was going on with the boys, what was going on with the other girls. Senior year come up. Now she got to make a decision about what it is she want to do for the rest of her life. What sounds like I'll be able to still make a decent amount of money while simultaneously still doing something that doesn't require as much energy. Nursing. Here's the problem.
No, I think, you know, now the answer to that question might be OF. I mean, it might be.
A lot of the time they find out they're wrong. Kinda, sorta, but let me break it down for you. See, they're wrong because the job itself actually does demand a whole lot from you. Problem is, because everyone who's doing the job is a mean girl, the person who's going to wind up with the heaviest workload isn't going to be one of them. They're going to be the ones that get to go home early. They're going to be the ones that get whatever it is they want at work. The one who wasn't the mean girl, she's the one who's going to be like the facility administrator. But with them not having a whole lot to do, that then leaves a whole lot of downtime where they just sitting down at a desk, having a whole bunch of conversations about who they dating, who they smashing, all kind of stuff. A lot of y'all ask yourself right now, how you know about this? My name is Zay. I worked in hospitals for 7 years, and I'm a professional nurse taker downer. Retired professional nurse taker downer. Now understand it works both ways. Male nurse, female nurse, somebody's getting clapped. That being said, it's not all of them. But remember, the loyal ones are the ones in the higher up positions. But if your girl been doing the same position for the last few years, she ain't the only one putting in OT.
I've been noticing that more and more people are demonizing nurses all of a sudden. And it seems to be that once Black women and men started joining the profession more and more, or maybe it's because people quote unquote glamorize it, I guess. I don't feel like it's being glamorized. I feel like they're literally just showing what they do and they actually like their job, and I don't know. Anyway, I saw a post that mentioned how women in nursing, those are like the top cheaters or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous. I, along with other nurses, work for 12 hours around poop, pee, death, and, you know, people who mentally are just not all there. I'm answering phone calls. I'm giving blood. I'm doing IVs, doing catheters, handling emergencies, calling doctors, receiving phone calls from lab. And also, in between all of that, I'm getting interrupted at least 5 to 10 times per task that I'm doing. I'm getting interrupted to do something else. And it's just like, who has the energy? I don't even have the energy for a main guy, which is why I'm single. Anytime anybody tries to talk to me, I just block them as soon as they call, because I don't want to date. I don't want to date for many reasons, but honestly, I'm so busy and I'm so tired. I can't even think of dating somebody right now. Let alone.
Well, when? Like, when is your nursing job going to not tire you out anymore? When? Like, I understand the difficulties sometimes of, working these long hours and trying to balance a relationship with that. But if you find someone who understands that and doesn't get mad at that, and like I said earlier, trust you and is not insecure, what's stopping you? You just gotta find that person. That's all. It's some guys are going to be okay and understanding. Some are not. You just gotta find the okay and understanding ones. That's it. Not too hard, right?
Alone cheating on somebody. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to talk to people when I get off work. Like, people just say anything, and to me it's coming across as jealousy and jealousy and hatred, demonizing women and men who go to work to save lives, and not negating the fact that I'm sure people do cheat. I'm sure there are nurses that are out there cheating, but there's also truck drivers who are out there cheating. There are lawyers who are out there cheating. There are McDonald's workers who are out there cheating.
With each other.
It doesn't matter your profession. It's your character.
Right.
But, common sense is not that common. So.
If you're not trying to get cheated on, do not date a nurse. There's a study that shows that female nurses cheat more than anybody else in any other profession. It's funny because I had a friend, I remember, that he was always into, like, man, I want to get a nurse, or I need a girl in scrubs, blah, 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 because he's kind of like, what do they call, like, the twinkle, twinkle guys, where he's like, I want to be taken care of. He's like, I don't want to have to work.
Twinkle,
provide,
twinkle?
Like, provide for me. Like, I want to, like, get with a nurse, they make good money, blah, blah, blah. But also, on the same hand, he was very insecure about, like, oh yeah, I think this girl's cheating on me. With all his girls, none of them ever cheated on him, but he swore, like, oh, she's gonna cheat on me. Oh, I'm worried she's gonna cheat on me one day. Oh, blah, blah, blah. But he was in love with the fact of nurses. And it's wild because, anybody's seen, like, Grey's Anatomy or any of those doctor shows, I know there's some, like, exaggeration, but let's be real here. They work hours and hours and hours with each other. There's rooms on the side. Like, it's in an industry where nothing really grosses them out. I can 100% see, like, cheating being a normal thing. Like, you're with people that also, like, understand you. It already happens in businesses a lot. It's just more so when you're working 12-hour shifts.
Man, if you work in the medical field in any capacity, I just want to say thank you for your service. I appreciate you. But there are cheaters in every industry that exists. All right. It's not, the profession doesn't make that person a cheater. It's who that person is and the choices they make that make them a cheater. Like, we want to generalize industries or people, but then when we are the ones that are generalized, we have a problem. We can't have it both ways. Like, a lot of people will say, black men are cheaters. So if I'm sitting here saying all black men don't cheat, I can't turn around and say all nurses cheat, or all people in the military cheat, or all warehouse workers cheat. That would be blasphemy or something. I don't know what's the term for it, but it would be messed up. Okay? So as long as you're with someone who you trust and they understand your feelings and how you feel about different things, and they respect your feelings, their job title shouldn't factor into anything. The only thing that you should be concerned about is the love that they have for you. I appreciate y'all watching this video. Again, go down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe if you are new here. I'll catch you in the next one.